Right, I'm at Nice Saint Augustine Station, and today we're going to see if it's possible to travel to Monaco on a budget. Welcome to Monaco, the world's richest country, and today we are going to see if we can do it on a budget. I asked the captain to move my yacht from Nice to Monaco because I was coming here for the day, so let me just show you quickly. Can you see it? Nah, I'm joking. There it is. You know, you can pretty much walk the F1 track for free. You don't have to pay anything, which is really cool. Kind of forms part of not wanting to spend a lot of money in Monaco. You don't have to. You can just go for a walk. You can see the road behind where the F1 cars drive by. Obviously, you can't come here during the race weekend or in preparation, but come in October. I can't believe I'm walking in the most famous Formula One tunnel in the world. Only problem is there's just so many tourists all around. Why don't people stay at home? I don't know. You know what's a bit of a problem is that trying to do Monaco on a budget, all the signs that you see being advertised are to fly private. I'm walking private. That's what you should be advertising for, not to fly private. I had to take the train to Monaco. See, Formula One drivers, when they are flying fast at 250 plus kilometers an hour, don't get to see those views. I'm looking for a coffee shop, but I'm a little bit worried. Just don't know what we're going to spend on a coffee, but you need to drink. So walking the F1 track is free, so you can do that quite comfortably. Might be a little bit more difficult on a hot day, like today, but this is great. You can also sit on the most famous hairpin in the world and just watch supercars go by, which I've just missed a Ferrari. Also for free. I don't know the name of these steps, but I know they're quite famous. The one that comes up just by the hairpin. There's a lot of flies in Monaco. I don't know why. They're just everywhere you go. I'm spending half my time just trying to squat them out of my face, which is not what I expect for the world's richest country. I suppose, look, in another side is if you're going to be attacked by flies, you want it to be the wealthiest flies, don't you? Okay, so now we're just walking to find the Monte Carlo Casino, because that's something that you can do for free as well, is admire other people's wealth. And the people not here because of the security. We've just joined a tour in Monaco. So we're just following all these tourists and trying to get some interesting information. That's also for free. If you just follow people, you know, how do they know you're not part of the tour? I'm sure they'll know, but let's see.
Welcome to the casino. So the entrance of the Paris, the other side of Café de Paris,
Okay, we made it outside the Monte Carlo Casino, one of the most famous attractions in all of Monaco. We're inside the casino and it was free to get inside as well. I don't know if you can have a camera inside, but I'm in. Le Casino di Monte Carlo. Look, I'm wearing shorts. But now, are they referring to beach shorts or ripped shorts? Distressed, faded jeans. Look, personally, I don't think my jean shorts are distressed, but according to the rules, I'm not allowed to wear these, so I'm breaking the rules already. I hope you guys appreciate what I'm doing for you. Because, look, if I have to be arrested in Monte Carlo, I think the jails here are like 5-star hotels. I've seen that there's a Monte Carlo Express. So we're gonna find the starting point so that we can do a tour of Monaco on the Monte Carlo Express. Now, I've done a few express trains in my time. I've got a feeling that the Monte Carlo Express in the world's richest country is going to be expensive. So maybe something not really to do on a budget day out in Monte Carlo, but we're going to see. Look, I have spent quite a bit of money on trains before, and to be very honest, one of the most expensive journeys is probably just going to work. London tube prices are ridiculous. London train prices are ridiculous. So we can see how this is going to compare to the Monte Carlo Express. If we get to it, if I can find it. Might not be able to find it. So we've just had lunch at this little coffee shop inside Le Métropole shopping center in Monte Carlo, and I don't think the price is too bad. I couldn't bring myself to film inside. It just didn't seem like the place, but I had a cappuccino which was €6. I've paid more than that for coffee in Zurich. I had a water for €5.50 and a cheese and ham baguette, toasted cheese and ham baguette, which was €14. So total $25.50. I don't think it's bad for lunch in Monaco. Yes, it is a cheese and ham sandwich for €14. But if you think about, you know, where we're at, I don't think it's too bad. Another free thing that you can do in Monaco is go to the beach. Well, I say it's free. I haven't gotten there yet, so let's see if you actually have to pay to get in or not. I would think not. I mean, it's a beach, but this is Monaco. It looks beautiful though. Been walking here from the town center and you get a glimpse of it in between the buildings. So it looks quite stunning. And now we're just going down an underpass to get to Larvotto Beach. Again, very Italian. Another free thing that you can do is swim at Monaco's main beach. Look at that. And that's completely free to do. The water's a little bit cold, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be a lot warmer. Typically other places on the Med in October the water's the warmest. But it certainly is beautiful. And this is October in Europe. Okay, so we've just spent about an hour and a half on the beach. The water was a bit colder than I thought it was going to be, but it was incredible. I mean, when you have a beach that is as beautiful as this, I mean, you just want to be inside the whole day. But it was great. But sadly, the day is starting to catch up. We've still got a couple of things to do. We're going to Monaco City, where I think it's the old town, but that's also where we are hopefully going to board the Monte Carlo Express. Now look, that's not its real name, but it's my name that I've given to it, which should be quite fun. It should probably bring us back to where we've just been anyway, but it's another train journey to tick off. If you've never been to Monaco and you come into Monaco, Monte Carlo Express, ask for that at the tourist office, they'll know. Oh, my days, there's like 1,000,000 steps to get to the top of Monaco City. I've never had to walk so much to get to a panoramic train. Wow. Although the views are quite impressive. Pistachio donut, 25 euros. I'm lying, I almost tripped there because of that. It was €1.90. I think that's really good for Monaco. Okay, we've made it to the Monte Carlo Express. It's in the back. I'll tell you what I think afterwards. Hopefully it will be a nice trip. It should be a nice trip. Pretty much I think we're gonna cover all the places that we went to earlier today by foot anyway. So let's see, catch you on board the train. I think our train's broken. Here's our conductor. I swear this feels like deja vu. We did this just the other day in France, in Nice, and now we're about to do a very similar panoramic train to the one we did in France. Although this one, I must tell you that they don't even have doors, so they don't have the full kind of experience in terms of the windows, but there's no actual doors, which is pretty cool. I mean, look at this is health and safety right there, because I mean this is not, it's plastic. And unlike the Nice Panoramic Express, this one is actually working, so I can hear you. Got it in my ear. All the information, giving it straight to you. Okay, so while we wait for the conductor, I must tell you that this cost in Monte Carlo is exactly the same as Nice. It was 12 euros per person to do 50 minutes journey around the country. I say around the country because it will take 40 minutes to go around the country, taking traffic into consideration, because you could probably walk a lot quicker. Still haven't departed. We're about 10 minutes delayed on our departure. This is so not Switzerland.
Yeah.
In my ear, Monaco is only 2 square kilometers, second smallest nation in the world. They have 1 policeman for every 60 inhabitants, which makes it incredibly safe. Monaco is also known as Le Rocher. That's what they say. I just lost the cable, give me a second. I've missed that. But they're known as Le Rocher. So now we're on the legendary Monaco racing course. And I promise you that we're going to be doing the slowest lap on the Monaco racing course. So the pits are just over here. Obviously not now, during the Formula One. And now we're about to go into the Formula One tunnel, the most famous motoring tunnel in the world. They're now playing the sounds of the Formula One cars going through the tunnel in my ear. And this is a luxury eco resort that they're busy building. Worth 2 billion euros. Yes, 2 billion euros. And we're about to go up the most famous hairpin in the world. You know the one that we saw earlier when we walked on foot? Yeah, that one. No doubt this is going to be the record for the slowest anybody has ever done this hairpin. Here we go. This is pretty slow. I felt so many G-forces going through that turn. I would assume this is what Formula One drivers go through. I mean, I've just experienced it. And now outside the casino again. This is really... I thought we were going to roll back. I was going to say this is quite relaxing, which it isn't. But, or considering how much we've walked today, to now just sit back and chill. And now we're back at the casino from another direction. I can almost guarantee you that there's no other panoramic train that you're able to hang out of. But you can in Monte Carlo. Every panoramic journey in the world, you go admiring natural beauty. Here, it's just luxury. That's all we're admiring, is just the wealth that's around this place. Best shops in the world, the best car dealerships, restaurants, fashion. I mean, they're all beautiful to look at. And then, of course, the stunning Monaco coastline. The tour's coming to an end. We're back up in Monaco City, where we've started. We're just having a look around before, sadly, this tour coming to an end. And now this is Palace Square. It's coming to an end. It's called Monaco Tourist Trains. But Monte Carlo Express sounds so much better. Flights from London to Nice were 56 euros per person return, and the train journey from Nice to Monaco return was €12.50. So yes, you can visit Monaco on a budget. You're not going to be sipping champagne from a super yacht, but you can walk the F1 track. You can go and admire all the supercars outside the casino while crying secretly under your sunglasses. You could even take the Monte Carlo Express. It's not called that, so don't search for that. And if you really wanted to, you could spend the day at the beach. We're at that point of the video now where I have to beg and plead. So please like the video, please comment something nice, and subscribe. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, okay? I've come all the way to Monaco for you. Catch you at the next one.